Hey, just want to do a short video for you guys and show y'all kind of what's going on in our mini food forest here. It's also we're gonna go back here to the chickens. I've got a little section area that I've been planting different types of greens for the chickens to graze on during the fall and also through winter and even into early spring. So let's go ahead and take these. I've got some scraps here, onion peels. You got some eggshells, carrot tops, bananas, apples, and I'm just going to sprinkle this in here for them. And see, as we drop this in here, this is fertilizing this soil and creating a really nice, rich food for this soil beneath them. So we're feeding the chickens, we're feeding the soil, and they're gonna, their manure that they put in here is gonna be mixed into the soil. And so this bed right here, the cool thing about it is I can rotate them in and out. I've got a gate right here that can open and close when I want them to be in here, when I don't want them to be in here. So if we want to turn this into an annual bed and have like tender types foods in here, I can actually close that door one day. But see right here, we've got blackberry bushes. These have been here for about 2 years now. This is like one of my best producing blackberry patches that we have during the season, and I give most of that credit to the fact that we've let the chickens come in here and graze, because their manure is just amazing food for the soil. See, we've got chicks in here down here that are also running around eating some of the vegetation. Their mom's in here showing them how to scratch and peck and protect them, keep them warm if they need to be warm. There's Ranger. Hey, buddy. This right here is goji berry, and it's probably on its second or third year now. I'm trying to remember, but just want to tell you, just start getting things planted. Have like a framework, or kind of if you have a vision of what you want, you can start building on that little by little. Every day, every season, you can put new things in. So like down here, we've got, a little strawberry plant that was put in here a while back. This is like, I think, onion chives. Another little strawberry plant underneath this dwarf everbearing mulberry. It's already putting some fruit on it. You can see it got shocked a little bit with the freeze that came through, but it's popping back up. And then like right here, I've got Egyptian walking onions. This is a really good permaculture food to plant in your mini food forest. Comfrey, of course, always gonna say go with comfrey. There's another one over here. You can use this as a chop and drop during the season, throw it down underneath your plants, or you can toss it to your chickens. And then here is this is a boysenberry. And what's cool is it's actually going to flower right now, which means we're going to get fruit on it very soon. So pretty stoked about that. This plant's maybe a year old now, if that. Very young. I've got another one over here. Same thing. It's another boysenberry. And all this stuff here you see, like there's some like pine shavings and different things. This is all from our chicken coop. So we scraped it up from the chicken coop, tossed it in here. A lot of people are gonna say, do not use chicken manure in your garden at all unless it's been composting for like 18 weeks or something like that. What I've learned is, as long as the plant is established and it's been growing for like roughly a season or so, that it does fine. Now, you don't want to put chicken manure under a plant that just got planted, because it's trying to get established. It might be too much nitrogen. Over here, we've got some garlic planted, some more onion chives. Got a nice little peach tree here. It's doing really good for me. Here's another strawberry patch in this this bed is about 4 feet wide, roughly. What I've researched and what I've learned is that if you're gonna have a food forest, it's great to put it on contour, because it's going to catch that water of your land and slow that down, especially for perennials. Like a lot of the stuff you're seeing here are perennials. I can toss in annuals anywhere I want in here, though. I could throw in, some squash. I could throw in okra if I wanted to, in different little areas. We've also got, let's see here, blueberry. Here's some blueberry plants here. Got some more blueberry over here. A lot of this stuff coming up is actually sunflower. I'm going to be pulling these out. The cool thing is these come out real easy. These are wild sunflower. Back here, I've actually left some. That's the great thing about volunteer plants, is you can decide whether you want to keep them or not. I've chosen to keep these few there. They're going to create a nice evening shade, and then the bees love wild sunflower. And then right here, I've got this is an apricot tree. Actually, I'll tell you right here, Moniki apricot tree. We planted this as a bare root. So underneath here is some compost. I've got just some leaf mulch that we've thrown on top to keep the soil nice and moist and cool during the warmer times of the day. This little stinker got out of this fencing that we put around here. This is one of our Landrace breeds. If you're not familiar with what a Landrace breed is, this is a chicken that has been hatched and raised right here on our property. And she's a mix of different types of heritage breeds. So her mom was a black Australorp, and dad was a white Leghorn Rhode Island Red mix. So she's got different breeds mixed into her, and she's been raised right here on the land. Very hardy, fully acclimated to this area. Beautiful bird. Ranger, say hi to Ranger. I wanted to show y'all this garden bed that what we try to do is we have a fruit tree, have a little bit of a break, maybe 10, 12 feet, then put another fruit tree. So here's another dwarf everbearing mulberry. We've got strawberry plants down here, more onions because they make a really good companion plant for strawberries. And then over here, I've got these are ornamental banana plants. I've created these so that I put them here on the west side of this bed so they'll create shade. I can also use them as a chop and drop during the season to feed the soil. And then this is a peach tree. I've just fed it recently. It's got some chicken manure. This tree is about a season old. I put some fresh compost chicken manure underneath it. Over here, I've got blackberry. This is a thornless blackberry bush. So we're creating this little hedge where we've got little gaps in between where we can plant annuals or different perennials we want. And great thing is, in my region, we get a lot of heat. So all these different perennials, like the peach trees, the blackberries, are going to create these microclimates here that kind of cool the soil and help plants out during the heat of the summer. I want to give you an example here of something we planted 3 years ago, okay, with the mindset of what we wanted to create here in our garden. So these are all hybrid willows running all the way along the back side of the garden. This is the west side, okay? This is where when the sun's dropping in the summer, it's just beaming hot. These willows are creating shade, and actually one day they can get up to 50 feet tall. So that means we'll have this really nice tall living fence living hedge that's going to create amazing shade for our garden. Another benefit of incorporating chickens into a section of your food forest is that when you go to apply your compost at the base of perennials like these blackberry bushes, they help spread it out evenly across the soil, making your to-do list a little less daunting. Hey, that was just a quick walkthrough. I'm planning on doing a more in-depth video on our food forest. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any tips or if you have any questions or anything that you would like to see us cover in our next video on food forest, leave it in the comment section. God bless y'all. See you next one.